I've got the Guardians ranked 14th in baseball. Fangraphs has them ranked 21st. I could be a little bit biased, but they won 92 games, I believe, in 2022. Disappointed, only winning 76. Hall of Fame manager retires. Big additions, not really. He didn't really add much. Traded for Scott Barlow. Signed Austin Hedges. Brought back Carlos Carrasco. Brought in Ben Lively on an MLB contract. You lost Giolito, not really a big deal. Ronaldo Lopez, guy you traded for. Same thing with Cole Calhoun. You traded away Cody Morris. You traded away Aniel De Los Santos. You traded away Cal Quantrill because you had a surplus of talent. Got rid of Oscar Gonzalez and got rid of Michael Kelly, who was a reliever for the team last year. Rotation is amazing. I think this is one of the best 5-man rotations in the league, depending on when Gavin Williams comes back, because that's the worrisome thing. Gavin Williams is really good, top prospect, but he's got elbow discomfort. You got to be hoping that it's just a small injury, that he's back by the end of April. Rotation though, Bieber went to Driveline. He's throwing 94 miles per hour again, and I think Shane Bieber has the opportunity to be a Cy Young contender once again. He went to Driveline. He's throwing harder. His movement's better, and he's not cheating this time. Tristan McKenzie. Same thing with Bieber and McKenzie. It's both. They got to just stay healthy. If they are healthy, they're both really, really, really top-of-the-line pitchers. Tanner Bybee was amazing last year, second in Rookie of the Year, and he outperformed his numbers a little bit. I think he had like a 2.79 ERA a year ago, if I'm not mistaken, something around there. I think his expected numbers, 2.98. It was a 2.98 ERA with a 3.52 FIP. I think he is the number 3 starter on this team, but by the end of the year, he is the ace. Shane Bieber is going to be gone next year. He's not going to be on this Cleveland team a year from now. So Tanner Bybee is going to be the ace. Tanner Bybee is really good. Then you got Logan Allen, who I don't believe in Logan Allen. He had a 4.42 expected ERA, a 3.18 ERA. I assume his ERA will be in the 4s next year. If you go to his Baseball Savant page, he's the guy I believe in the least between the big 3 of him, Tanner Bybee, and Gavin Williams. I don't fully believe in Logan Allen. His percentile rankings are not that good whenever it loads. I'll get to the bullpen before I talk about him. Class A is going to bounce back. I think he was overused a year ago with a new manager, a slightly new philosophy. I don't think Class A is going to get as overused as he was a year ago. You trade in Scott Barlow, who's a really good setup guy, especially now that Trevor Steffen's injured. James Karinchak, I don't know what he's going to be doing. Sam Hentges is really good. You got Nick Sandlin. You got Eli Morgan. You got Tim Herron. Cade Smith is expected to be in the bullpen, and then Ben Lively is expected to be in the bullpen. And Xavier Curry is expected to be a AAA guy. Since Trevor Steffen is injured, or since Gavin Williams is injured, you got Carlos Carrasco jumping into the rotation to start the year, which is super exciting. Logan Allen doesn't throw that hard, and the scariest thing for me is he doesn't really strike people out. He doesn't get swings and misses a lot. His percentile rankings, he's not really above that 50% range in a lot. So I just think he's a below average pitcher and more of a 4.5, 4.6 ERA type of guy. At the catcher position, you got Bo Naylor, who's going to be amazing this upcoming year. He was really good. His peripheral numbers look good. His defense has some improving to do. But man, Bo Naylor is going to be a beast this upcoming season. At first base, and you also have Austin Hedges, amazing backup catcher to help Bo Naylor learn how to manage a pitching staff. At first base, I think Josh Naylor is going to be the first baseman with Kyle Manzardo. I think Kyle Manzardo will make the big league roster and be one of the better hitters on this team. I think Jose Ramirez, Josh Naylor, Kyle Manzardo would be the third best hitter on this baseball team in the event he does get called up and starts the season. Regardless, if he doesn't start the season on the big league roster, he's going to make it there. Josh Naylor was really good a year ago. I think his numbers look like he can continue that in the event he stays healthy. And I really want to talk about Andres Gimenez. His StatCast numbers looked even worse in 2023 than they did in 2022. I think he's a 720 OPS guy. I don't think he'll ever have the 837 OPS he had in 2022. But I think he's not as bad as he was in 2023. I think he's somewhere in between those two numbers. I still think he's an elite defender, so he'll lead the team in WAR like he has the last 2 years. I don't believe in him as an elite hitter anymore. At third base, Jose Ramirez. He's Jose Ramirez. I really don't know how else to explain what I think he's going to do this upcoming year. I think Jose Ramirez is one of the best third basemen, if not the best third baseman in baseball. At shortstop, this is the interesting position. You have Gabriel Arias, who is going to win the job out of spring training, I believe. He's got a short leash because Tyler Freeman's there, who I don't think is going to ever be an everyday shortstop. I like him more as the infield depth piece. Brian Rocchio, who is the Guardians' #1 prospect, is a potential piece that can be on the big league roster. If Arias struggles, which I believe Arias could be good, he hits the ball hard and he had some good stretches, Gold Glove potential. If he struggles in the first month of the year, Rocchio gets that spot. There is also Jose Tena, who can also be a shortstop for this team. And also, I want to mention Division de los Santos, Rule 5 pick, has to stay on the big league roster. He's really young, kind of like let's see what he can do. Right-handed bat. In left field, you got Steven Kwan. Steven Kwan is going to do what Steven Kwan's going to do. He's going to be a Gold Glove type of guy. He's going to bat close to 300. He's going to walk. He's not going to strike out very much. That's what Steven Kwan's going to be. He's a good leadoff hitter, but he's not really much else other than that. Center field, Miles Straw's got a short amount of time. Miles Straw does not have a lot of time to prove anything. He gained 10 pounds in the offseason, looking to improve his power numbers, but man, he's got a month. If he's not good after a month, he's out. He's out of there. And you're putting either Ramon Laureano, who's the right fielder right now, platooning with either Esteban Florial or Will Brennan, who Will Brennan changed his batting stance. He could be really good this upcoming year as well. He also showed flashes of being good. If Miles Straw is not good by midseason, he's either off the team or he's the fourth outfielder, which leads me to George Valera and Chase DeLauter. Chase DeLauter has been unbelievable in spring training. I think he's an unbelievable player. I don't think he makes the opening day roster. I think that's going to be difficult for him, but I think he's in the big leagues by July because Miles Straw, I do not believe in Miles Straw. I think he could surprise me, but I don't believe in Miles Straw. I think DeLauter and or George Valera are in the big leagues by midseason. Other prospect I want to talk about is Juan Brito, who we got in the Nolan Jones trade. He's a good offensive player, but he's got no defensive home. You can't really have him DH if you're going to have a Naylor-Manzardo kind of, a Josh Naylor-Manzardo kind of thing at first base. And Jimenez is, hypothetically, Jimenez can move to shortstop in the event Arias and Rocchio are both not good enough. And Juan Burrito can be the second baseman. I believe this team is an 82-80 team, improving by 6 games. I think they missed the playoffs just by a bit. My over-under was 82.5. Vegas has them at 78.5. I have the Guardians being over 78.5. Please make the playoffs.